Yeah.
All
Doesn't
right, you
matter who
guys
plays
ready
there.
for some interactive segments where
Let's
you're
go.
going to give your takes on what you think is going to happen this coming weekend?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Captain's Hot Seat is what we're going to call this one. All right, so we have 3 different segments. So we're going to start with the first, which is this or that. So, guys, this segment is basically us giving you 2 different things, and you let us know which you believe is more likely to happen and why, if you have a little bit of rationale. So, Scott and I will just kind of go back and forth, and we'll ask each of you. So maybe Scott, if you want to ask Andrew, and I can ask Trent, and I can go ahead and kick it off here with a this or that. You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, Trent. Who is more likely to flop, Bryson or Rahm?
It's not fair. They're both live players. Shame on you. I'd have to say, and listen, it's not because I like John Rahm better, but Bryson runs his mouth too much sometimes. I think he probably has a slightly higher percentage to flop than John Rahm.
Oh, okay.
Let me.
Hot take.
I do want to
But
interject
that
here.
doesn't mean Rahm's going to play good. Let me clear that up. Okay.
I do want to interject here. I like getting the rationale from the question from who we ask it from, but I'm curious if you just want to name a name, Andrew, and we can kind of follow that format.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who do you think is more likely to flop?
Rahm.
Okay, there we go. All right, Andrew, next question. What's more likely to happen? Team USA winning by 5+ points or Team Europe winning by 5+ points?
Europe. Europe by 5 points. I'm just going to say it.
Oh.
Yeah. I think we squeak out the win if we win.
Trent, what are your
Trent?
thoughts?
USA.
I know.
All right. We're on opposite sides here so far. All right, Trent. What's more likely, Rory McIlroy is Europe's MVP or Scottie Scheffler is USA's MVP?
Scottie.
Any reason why?
He's the number 1 golfer in the world. Facts.
Yeah,
That's easy.
Andrew, just a name?
Scottie.
Yeah, I would agree with that one.
Okay. We got an agreement.
All right, Andrew, what's more likely to happen? A captain's pick ends up being an MVP or a captain's pick ends up being the weakest link?
I think a captain's pick being the MVP. I think that some of these auto qualifiers are just qualified because they racked up the points, but they're going to be rookies. So I think that means that they're more likely to be a weakest link. Or some of these stroke play guys are really terrible at match play. So I'm going to say that a captain's pick, that's the reason why they picked him, is because they think that they can be an MVP.
I like it. You agree, Trent?
I think Andrew hit the nail on the head. I agree with that for sure.
All right. We're back to agreeance. Trent, Europe wins because of foursome or alternate shot dominance, or U.S. wins because of singles dominance?
Singles dominance.
You agree,
Okay.
Andrew? It looks like you're nodding your head. Yep.
Yeah, that has to be it. Yep.
Kind of hurt.
That's our win condition, I would say.
Yeah. That's the best. That's the trump card we have, or the winning card there. Or trump card would work too, I guess. But yeah, that's our ace in the hole. Is who cares how much we're down by? Yeah.
I love this last question. So Andrew, we'll start with you here. But what's more likely? Justin Thomas silences the critics with clutch wins, or he struggles and goes winless?
Silences the critics with clutch wins.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think he doesn't play bad here. Jordan's not here, so maybe that'll change. But even during singles, he's out of this world. Good.
All
Trent's
right.
nodding his head. I see. You agree with that?
Yes.
I was going to say I saw a thumbs up.
I'm not the biggest JT fan outside of the Ryder Cup and President's Cup, but that man is an electric factory. Brings the energy we need.
Yeah.
I saw him on a bus, I think, or maybe on a plane, but I think it was on a bus where he was like doing some dances down the aisle earlier today, or maybe earlier this week. And I was like, okay, this guy's got some personality. I love it.
I think that may have been for the President's Cup when they won.
Okay.
They were all dancing in the bus with Jim Furyk, who also broke out in a dance, which was hilarious. So, yeah.
Oh, Mike. All right. Well, that was the this or that segment. So let us know what your thoughts. Did you guys agree with Trent and Andrew, or do you not agree with them? Let us know your thoughts. You ready for the second segment, gentlemen?
Always.
All right. So segment number 2 is overreaction or spot on. So for this segment, Scott and I will read some hot takes that we found online, and we want you to decide, is it an overreaction or is it spot on? And you can kind of give some rationale to your thoughts as well. So I think I started the last one. So Scott, how about you ask Trent this time, and then I'll ask Andrew this
Yeah.
time. You want to go ahead? You want to go ahead and start this one?
I sure will. So, Trent, this is Rob Lee on Twitter. They said, this might be unfair. I've always had the feeling the Ryder Cup means more to the European players than it does to the American players. Add to that the fact that American players are getting paid. They're getting money up front. We don't want any money. So what do you think? Is this just a hot take, or do you is this an overreaction, or did they get it right?
I don't think I disagree with this statement, but I don't know. Yeah, I think the Ryder Cup probably does mean more to the Europeans. Yeah, I've always kind of had that feeling, which is probably why they've fucking smoked us all those years. So I don't know. I'd say that's pretty spot on.
Agree, Andrew?
Do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, it's so hard. I think it helps when Europe's won so recently, and you see them like in tears when they win. So they look like they care a lot more because we just haven't done as much winning lately. But I think the whole paying the players, I think it's dumb. That part of this quote is definitely just trying to rile some people up. But the other thing too is I guess the Americans get to play Presidents Cup and Ryder Cup. The Europeans only get to play the Ryder Cup. There's also the Walker Cup, which is a amateur cup that a lot of these players play in as amateurs. It was like a month ago. That's the same kind of deal, which is almost as intense as the Ryder Cup. So, yeah.
We won that, by the way.
We did win that at one of the coolest golf courses in the world, Cypress Point.
That was so sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like playing at the Masters. Pretty cool.
Nice.
All right. You ready, Andrew? I got the one teed up for you here. So Ben Griffin enthusiast on X said Keegan should play.
I got covered that earlier. I don't want him playing and captaining or being a captain at the same time. I think he should play. I think he should have gave up his captain seat. Played. Be a captain in 2 years. What's the big deal? You got all these assistant captains with some with experience. Just make Jim Furyk the captain and go play. I mean, it's been his dream. He cried 2 years ago when he didn't make the team. He had his Ryder Cup bag still packed from like 2019. It's still packed. He hasn't unpacked it because he's not played in one yet. So I think he should play. Yeah.
What do you think, Trent?
Yep, I think like he said, we touched on it earlier. I think if he were going to play, I think I would say the same. Like, definitely don't want him being the captain, but yes, I would prefer he played and not captained.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. From the same source, Ben Griffin enthusiast on Twitter says Patrick Reed should make the team. Trent, what are your thoughts on that?
Sensitive subject.
He's live, right? He's live, right?
Yeah, he is. But I think his record at a Ryder Cup is like 7-3 overall or something like that. So you tell me. I don't know. Yeah, he should probably be there. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. What do you think, Andrew?
I mean, I think if he was on the PGA Tour, he'd be an automatic qualifier potentially. I think he performed that well in all the majors. He also had that holdout eagle in the Masters. I just don't know why that's come back to me, or double eagle, I can't remember. But
Yep.
He's like the European team would latch on to all the drama that he'd bring with him. So that's why you don't pick him. He's not good for the team. He may be great, and he may have been buddies with all the players whenever he went 7-3. He's not buddies with these guys anymore besides Bryson. So
fair.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew. Wildcat Jimmy on X said Brandel, the announcer, stirring up crap again. Bryson is the best player on the U.S. team besides Scottie. Drop the gloves this week, Chambly. It's the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, I don't know what the original quote is from Chambly. I actually don't hate him as much now that I heard a couple podcasts with him. He's really smart about golf, but I don't think you need to bring in the smarts of how a player plays in the Ryder Cup, like in terms of, well, he can do 4 different kinds of shot shapes and all this crazy. Like, that doesn't matter for the Master. I mean, for the Ryder Cup, Master, sure. So yeah, I mean, Brandel's going to stir up crap, and I think he's just stating a fact that that's what Chambly does.
He made a comment. Go ahead.
I was going to say he called DeChambeau a circus barker.
Oh, okay, that's a little different. I didn't catch that one. I don't know how I missed that. A circus barker?
He said he would be chirping the whole time, basically. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I got no problem with that. I mean, he should be chirping if he's the second best player out there, which I think he is.
Yeah, and then it sounds like the other thing that Chambly said was that I think the only way he gets attention is by mentioning other people. That is basically what I think of that. To get attention, he will mention me or Scottie or Rory said that. Rory said that. Sorry,
right?
Misquoting here.
I didn't know that part. Yeah.
But he did say something about him not getting attention, and that he said nobody watches live is what Chambly said.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
I think if the gods are with us or whatever you want to say, let's just put somehow Bryson and Rory are that 1-1 or 2-2 or 3-4, whatever matches. If they're on a singles match, that's gonna be electric factory. I mean, the ratings are gonna go through the roof. I don't care if it's a blowout.
That would be fantastic.
It should. Yeah, it would be amazing.
Any other thoughts, Trent?
No.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's fair. All right, Scott, you got the next one.
All right, Trent. Next one is from Melvin Silver on Twitter. Said, always take the odds when betting the Ryder Cup. You think that's an overreaction or is that spot on?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I haven't checked any betting lines or anything, so I don't know. But I would assume the odds are usually with the home team, if I had to guess, unless it's still Europe's favor because of previous victories. I don't know. I would assume it usually goes with the home team, and I'm always rooting for the U.S. So
yeah, U.S. is the favorite. They're minus 150. Okay. So
no, I would take the odds, especially this year.
Andrew?
Yeah, overall, America. And I'm sounding like it this entire podcast. I've called Scott out for that.
This is an American podcast.
This is an American podcast, and we're the favorites. So bet the favorites. If you bet European, then leave. I don't need you here.
Out of here.
That's right. I think it is interesting about betting odds whenever they come out with a singles match. I mean, I think betting the favorite makes a lot of sense. I don't think underdog commonly beats a favorite. They may make it stretch longer, which I wonder if there's even bets about that. There's got to be, like, how many holes is this match going to last? Like, let's say it's Scottie versus Victor's a bad example. See, that's the problem. Like Straka, maybe. I can't even tell you a bad golfer in the European team. But how many holes does that last? It'd be a pretty cool bet if they have that out there. I'm sure they do.
We'll have to find out once every all the matchups and stuff are posted. I got the last one. Nick Grisdala, sorry, on X. On Ben Griffin, he said, have a feeling this guy is going to fold up like a lawn chair in the moment of Ryder Cup. What do you think, Andrew?
How convenient, comes to me first. Yeah, he's going to fold. Maybe that's the person you don't bet on if he's a favorite. That's what I would go for here. Not to body Ben Griffin, but I just don't think he's made for this. He doesn't look athletic, if we're being honest. I don't find him as an athlete.
What do you think, Trent? Overreaction or spot on?
I hope he proves me wrong.
So do I. I mean, I
really do, but I'm more so on your page. I don't know if he's actually built for this. I think he had a good season, and that might be it.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at all of our players, he probably is the most likely to fold like a lawn chair, right?
Arguably.
Yep.
Maybe.
He may be better than some others when he's hot, right? But he's younger and he's much less experienced, and he also still had inconsistencies. He just got hot at the right time.
Yeah.
And who's a good partner for him? I don't think he's buddy-buddy with any of these guys.
Yeah, I don't know the clique he runs around with. I don't.
Wasn't he like an
Yeah.
accountant or something
Yeah,
like
he
3
still
years
is.
ago?
He still is. He still
Yeah.
has a business where he does small business loans
Yeah,
as
that's
like a
wild.
20-hour, 30-hour a week job while being a professional golfer. I don't
Wow.
understand this guy. He's like, just in case I fail and I flop everywhere, I'm gonna have
That's-
this backup option. Yeah.
That's
Gee
wild.
whiz.